Hey YouTube, it's 19Bigfoot85 again. I know it's been 9 months since I did my last video, but it's not so much I've been I have gotten a bit lazy with it, and I have been busy. I'm going off to college in the fall, so I have a change of environment, having to get used to that. But anyway, that's not the reason I'm here. The reason I'm here is because of this game right here. For those of you who are, I wouldn't say old enough to remember, but I would say young enough to remember, or old enough to remember, whatever the case may be. Those of you who grew up with the Super Nintendo, yes, we all know what a Super Nintendo looks like. Not the point. The point is, those of you who grew up with it were probably familiar of a little game called Super Mario All-Stars. Well, back about December of last year, Nintendo decided, as per the 25th anniversary of the release of Super Mario Brothers, they were going to release all this 25th anniversary stuff, including a 25th anniversary release of Super Mario All-Stars for the Wii. So, for those of you who haven't found it's sadly I got this part of the last shipment of the game, so you may not be able to get it again. You may be able to, I don't know. Well, this is what the box looks like. It's very kind of, I know it kind of looks pink on the camera, but trust me, it is red, and it's red and gold, kind of in the Famicom tradition. It was a very limited edition. It was only out for 6 months or so. I didn't get it until March. I've had it for that long. And some of the stuff, it says Super Mario All-Stars is back. It's going to allow you to play these classic games, these classic video games. And for those of you who are wondering about it and who haven't seen anything about it, many of you may be fans of the video games on the NES. Sadly, these are just like they are on the Super Nintendo. They've got the updated 16-bit graphics. Some people like that, but then again, it wouldn't quite be Super Mario All-Stars without it. But it has 4 games on it. It has Super Mario Brothers, The Lost Levels, Super Mario Brothers 2, and Mario 3. Yes, it has Mario 3. You can't have a Mario compilation without Mario 3. I'm sorry, that isn't focusing. But anyway, it has this opening gatefold sleeve. Relive 4 of Mario's greatest adventures. It's got, like I said, 1 Lost Levels, 2, and 3. Has Celebrate the Sounds of Super Mario, which it does have an audio CD in here, which has classic video game music, overworld, underworld themes, including some just little sound tidbits. But anyway, let's open it up. And inside this thing, we have two standard-sized Wii boxes. The first one is the Super Mario All-Stars box, typical Wii case. However, if you don't know this, this is actually the picture that was used on the Japanese release of Super Mario All-Stars, which was called Super Mario Collection, I believe. It's been a while. And again, it's got the 4 Mario adventures. On the back, new Wii remote controls. It has the 2-player battle mode from Super Mario Brothers 3, if those of you who are into that. Not much inside because the disc is in a jewel case right now. It also has a little box that has Super Mario history. All the names of the tracks are on it. I know you can't read that for nothing, but inside it just has the CD and the history booklet. Well, there's not much else to say about it. That's about it. I'm gonna cut now, and I'll be back in a minute, and you'll get to see how the game plays. All right. Okay, we've got the Wii booted up. We've got Super Mario All-Stars plugged in. are in the disk drive. As you can see, it's all ready to go. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you just so you know right now. For those of you who do remember playing it on the Super NES, the game runs exactly as it does on the Super Nintendo. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, okay, we're gonna start. Doc. See, it runs 100% as it does on the Super Nintendo. All you gotta do is press one button on the Wii Remote, or for those of you who don't prefer to use the Wii Remote, you can actually use the Wii Remote Classic controller or a GameCube controller. It doesn't work with anything else that the game says. Let's start out with Super Mario. Okay, everybody knows this game. Like I said, it is the more updated 16-bit version. For those of you who have seen my Super Mario All-Stars review for the Super Nintendo. And I'm sorry about the black line on the TV. I really can't control that. It controls exactly as it does on the NES and the Super Nintendo. Just all you gotta do is hold the Wii Remote sideways, and you're playing it exactly as it was when it came out in '85. Well, not exactly as it was when it came out in '85, but more as it did when it came out in '93 on the Super NES. But like I said, it runs exactly like it did on the Super Nintendo. Everything's there. Your name, score counter, your coin counter, the world you're on, and the time. Everything's the same. Those of you who have played it on the Super Nintendo. But those of you who are familiar with it are gonna, and it's kind of hard to talk through the look through the viewfinder and play at the same time. But yeah, there's not much else to it. So I'm going to go ahead and quit this one. It's going to bring me back to the main floor. Not floor, but the main menu of the game. It's going to bring me back to the game selection. I'm going to go right on to Lost Levels. Go ahead and start that out. And for those of you who don't know, this is the original Super Mario Bros. 2 that was released only in Japan. But it bears a very strong resemblance to the original Super Mario Brothers, and I just died again, which was one reason they didn't want to release it to US markets, was it looked too much like the original. But yeah, it's Mario, but it's a lot harder. It's kind of like it's Mario, but it's not. And I am dying left and right. I am used to Super Nintendo controls though, so I'm not just going to surely blame it on that, but, well, that's part of it. But I'm not going to make you just sit here and listen to me babble on and play these video games when you could very well do that yourself. And all of you know how these games go. Super Mario 2 is the same way. It's still got the updated 16-bit graphics. But it does look a little sharper than running it on a Super Nintendo that has an RF connection, whereas this has a complete composite video connection. And then we got Mario 3. Everybody knows this one. It's a great game. And y'all know how the game goes, but it does... I can't do the battle game because I've only got one controller running. But I can do just a typical game. Yeah, we all know how this game is. Great fun. all kinds of fun. We all love this game, and I'm feeling like, I don't know if it's just because the controls, or I'm not used to play. I haven't played this one in a while, but the controls do feel just just a bit delayed.